As we grow older, the body becomes more sensitive. Things we ignored in our younger years begin affecting us differently. Sleep changes, energy changes. Even the environment around us begins to matter more than before. And yet, most elderly people focus only on food and medicine. Very few stop to think about something else, the bedroom itself. The place where you spend 6 hours, 8 hours, sometimes even 10 hours every single night, a place that should be peaceful, but may quietly expose the body to stress, poor sleep, and unnecessary electrical radiation. Now let us be clear, this video is not about panic, it is about awareness. Because modern life surrounds us with electronic signals, artificial light, constant electrical devices, and after 65, the body may struggle more with overstimulation and poor sleep environments. Today, we will talk about 5 common bedroom items that may negatively affect elderly health when used improperly, especially at night. And number 4 sits beside millions of beds every single night. Part 1. The smartphone beside the pillow. There was a 72-year-old man who slept with his phone beside his pillow every night, not because he was addicted, but because he wanted convenience. If family called, he wanted to hear it immediately, so every night, the phone stayed inches from his head, and slowly, his sleep became worse. He woke up frequently, his mind felt restless. Morning fatigue became constant. Now, many experts continue debating long-term effects of radiofrequency exposure from phones. But one thing doctors widely agree on is this: phones disturb sleep in multiple ways. The constant notifications, the blue light, the mental stimulation, even when not actively used. Phones keep the brain more alert, and elderly adults are especially sensitive to disrupted sleep. After 65, the nervous system becomes less resilient. The brain needs calmness at night, not stimulation beside the pillow. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for healthy sleep. And poor sleep in elderly adults is linked to fatigue, memory problems, emotional stress, poor balance, reduced immunity. That is why many sleep specialists advise keeping phones away from the bed, avoiding screens before sleep, creating darker sleeping environments, because sometimes the problem is not the phone itself, it is the fact that the brain never fully rests anymore. Part 2. Wi-Fi routers inside the bedroom. There was an elderly couple who kept their Wi-Fi router directly beside the bedroom television. It stayed on 24 hours a day. Flashing lights, constant signal transmission. And although they never thought much about it, their sleep gradually became lighter and more interrupted. Now again, scientific discussions about wireless radiation continue evolving. But many health experts agree on something important. Reducing unnecessary nighttime exposure to electronics may improve sleep quality. Especially for older adults, the bigger issue is not fear. It is constant stimulation. Wi-Fi routers emit electromagnetic fields continuously. And while modern life depends heavily on wireless technology, many people place these devices far too close to sleeping areas. After 70, the body benefits greatly from calmer nighttime environments. Less light, less noise, less electrical activity. Some elderly people notice better sleep when routers are moved farther away, devices are turned off overnight, bedrooms become quieter and darker. Whether the improvement comes from reduced stimulation, reduced anxiety, or better sleep habits, the result often matters more than the debate itself. Because peaceful sleep protects the aging body deeply. Part 3. Electric blankets used incorrectly. Warmth feels comforting with age, as circulation changes. Many elderly adults feel cold more easily. There was an 80-year-old woman who slept with an electric blanket every night. Not occasionally, every single night for years. And gradually, she began experiencing dry skin, overheating during sleep, restless nights. Electric blankets themselves are not automatically dangerous when used properly. The problems appear when old damaged blankets are used. Heat settings are excessive. Blankets remain on for many hours continuously. After 65, the body becomes more vulnerable to dehydration, overheating, Skin sensitivity. Some elderly adults also have reduced sensation, meaning they may not notice excessive heat quickly enough. That is why experts often recommend using safer modern blankets, avoiding sleeping with maximum heat all night, warming the bed before sleep instead of constant overnight exposure. Because comfort should support sleep, not disturb the body quietly throughout the night. Part for the clock, radio, or electronic device next to the bed. This is the item beside millions of beds. The digital clock, the charging station. The electronic device glowing quietly through the night. There was a man who slept beside a digital clock, a charging phone, a small speaker, several plugged-in devices every night. Tiny lights filled the darkness, and although it seemed harmless, his brain rarely entered deep restful sleep. Why? Because darkness matters deeply after 70. Even small artificial lights affect the sleeping brain. The body interprets darkness as a signal for deep rest. But glowing clocks, notification lights, screen flashes, quietly interrupt the brain's nighttime rhythm. This is especially important for elderly adults because aging already reduces deep sleep naturally. And there is another issue: mental attachment. Many older adults wake repeatedly just to check the time. 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and every glance increases anxiety about not sleeping. That anxiety itself becomes the real sleep problem. Doctors often recommend removing unnecessary electronics near the bed, using darker sleeping environments, avoiding constant clock checking, because sometimes peaceful sleep requires less stimulation around the mind. Part 5: the television left running all night. Many elderly people fall asleep with the television on. It feels comforting. The sound reduces loneliness. Silence feels too heavy. There was a widow who could not sleep without television news after losing her husband. The television became emotional company, but over time, her sleep quality worsened dramatically. Why? Because the brain never fully relaxed. Voices continued, light continued, noise continued, even during sleep. The nervous system remained partially alert. And after 70, sleep fragmentation affects the body strongly. Poor sleep increases fatigue, irritability, memory decline, reduced concentration, full risk. Now emotional comfort matters deeply in old age. But experts often recommend replacing overnight television with calmer alternatives, soft music, timers that shut off automatically, relaxing audio, gentle bedtime routines. Because true rest requires mental quietness, not constant background stimulation. Final message: after 65, the bedroom becomes more important than ever. Not because elderly people are fragile, but because the aging body needs deeper restoration. And deep restoration requires calmness, darkness, reduced stimulation, healthy sleep habits. This video is not about fear, it is about creating healthier nighttime environments. Small changes may help improve sleep, reduce stress, protect mental clarity, support emotional peace. And remember this: the body heals quietly during sleep. The body heals quietly during sleep, but only when the environment allows true rest to happen. So tonight, look around your bedroom carefully. Not with fear, but with awareness, because sometimes the smallest nighttime habits quietly shape the quality of the years ahead.